Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon or good morning if you're here in Hawaii, and welcome as Bellator MMA makes its much and long anticipated return to Hawaii as we get set for a double header weekend. We'll kick it off tomorrow night for Bellator 278 as we present Bellator MMA Fight for Our Heroes. We'll dedicate the night to all of our nation's veterans, all those currently serving in the United States Armed Forces and their families, all doctors and nurses and frontline medical staffs, in fact, all frontline workers. You can get admission tomorrow night free if you're here on the island. Just come to the door of Blaisdell Arena tomorrow night. Show your ID, U+1. Come on in, be our guest as we get set for Bellator 278 to kick off our two-event weekend here on the island of Oahu. It will be live on Showtime tomorrow night, and in the main event, the Flyweight World title is on the line. The undefeated champ, Juliana Velasquez, takes on a two-time world title challenger, making her first attempt at Bellator Gold. That, of course, challenger Liz Carmouche. And tomorrow night, we'll start the $1 million Bantamweight World Grand Prix with two wildcard round fights. 4 fighters trying to gain entry into that $1 million Grand Prix, which officially kicks off with the quarterfinal round Saturday night. Bellator 279. More information on that event at tomorrow's weigh-in right back here in Hawaii. Let's get things started now. I'm Michael C. Williams, and with me on stage from the Big Island, we welcome Kira. As we get set, we'll bring the fighters to the scale. Your showtimes, live on Showtime, tomorrow night. Main card, 10 o'clock in the east, 7 o'clock on the west coast. Locally, here on the island, 4 p.m. The prelims will get underway 1 hour earlier. That's 9 o'clock in the east, 7 o'clock on the west coast. And, 6 o'clock on the west coast and 3 o'clock here in Hawaii. You can catch those prelims, as always, streaming live on YouTube at Bellator MMA and Showtime Sports. And, of course, if you don't have it already, get Pluto TV, look for the Bellator MMA channel, and catch all the prelims live on Pluto TV. With that, let's get our fighters onto the scale now. Bellator 278, again, Friday night here at Blaisdell Arena in Honolulu. We'll kick it off in the welterweight division. It'll be Blake Perry against Makoa Cooper. First to the scale, we'll welcome Blake Perry, making his professional debut out of Jefferson, Ohio. On the scale, 169.8 pounds for Perry. And now we'll welcome his opponent out of Pearl City, Hawaii, at 1-0 as a pro, Makoa Cooper. Official weight, 169 pounds for Makoa. Leading off the prelims tomorrow night, welterweights will do it. It's Blake Perry, Makoa Cooper. Next up, we'll stay right here in the welterweight division. It'll be Hau against Skero. First to the scale out of Kailua Kona, Hawaii. Please welcome Scotty Hau. As a professional, 5 victories, 3 defeats. Returning to the Bellator cage, his official weight, 170 even. 170 pounds even for Hau. And now his opponent, fighting out of Madison, Wisconsin, Dante Skero. As a pro, he stands at 8-3. And on the scale, 170.6. 170.6 pounds for Skero. As Bert's trying to tell you, we got to fight. Welterweights, prelim number 2. It'll be Scotty Hau against Dante Schiro. We go now to our third and final prelim for tomorrow night. It'll be Franco versus Almeida. First to the scale, Fabricio Franco. Fighting out of Miami, Florida. As a pro, 8 victories, 4 defeats. Featherweight set for 3 5-minute rounds or less. Official weight, 145.6. 145.6 pounds for Franco. And now his opponent, do Brasil Weber, the silverback, Almeida. Out of Cuiabá, Mato Grosso, Brazil. His professional record 5-1. Official weight for Almeida, 145.2 pounds. 145.2 for the silverback. Your third and final prelim tomorrow night. You can see it live on YouTube streaming. Bellator MMA, Showtime Sports. Now we go to the main card. First up on the main card, again, this is Bellator MMA Fight for Our Heroes. We'll kick it off at a contract weight 160 pounds. Andrews versus Muro, your first fighter. Please welcome Nate, the Snake Andrews. Bellator 278 live on Showtime tomorrow night. Kicks off right here. Andrews on the scale, officially 159.2. 159.2 pounds for Andrews. And now his opponents. Please welcome Manny the Dragon Muro. Out of Anadarko, Oklahoma. 12-7 overall as a professional. On to the scale. On the mark, 160 even. 160 pounds even. This contracted fight at 160 pounds. Set for 3 5-minute rounds or less to kick it off live on Showtime. Live at Blaisdell here. First televised fight, Nate the Snake Andrews, Manny the Dragon Muro. And we'll move now to the light heavyweight division. Edwards versus Neal. First fighter to the scale, Christian Payne Edwards. Out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, as a pro, 5 victories, a single defeat. He's got 2 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. As a professional, all fights in the Bellator cage. On the scale, today 204.4. 204.4 pounds for Edwards. And now his opponent out of Denver, Colorado, Grant, the Truth, Neal. Just like Edwards, a single defeat on his professional resume. He's got 6 victories. On the scale, 204.2. 204.2 pounds for Neal. Light heavyweights are set. Second televised fight tomorrow night at Blaisdell Arena here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Live on Showtime, it'll be Christian Payne Edwards, Grant, the Truth, Neal. Tomorrow night here in Honolulu, we kick off the wild card round. 4 fighters trying to gain entry into the $1 million Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix, which kicks off Saturday night here at Blaisdell. But first things first, our two wild card fights. Here is the first of them. Both fighters trying to qualify for that $1 million Grand Prix. It'll be Sabatello versus Lugo. Your first to the scale, Danny, the Italian gangster, Sabatello. Wild card round fights are set for 3 5-minute rounds. Sabatello on the scale, officially 134.6. 134.6 for the 11-1 professional Sabatello. And now his opponent, please welcome the undefeated Jornel A1 Lugo. Eight 8-0 as a professional. Onto the scale, officially 134.8. 134.8 pounds for Lugo. Our first of 2 wild card fights. Fighters trying to gain entry with a victory into what starts at Bellator 279 Saturday here in Honolulu, the $1 million Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix. Again, wild card, fight number 1. Danny, the Italian gangster, Sabatello, Jornel, A1, Lugo. And now we go to our second wild card fight. It will be Mikhailov versus Barzola. Your first fighter to the scale, please welcome Nikita Mikhailov. As a professional overall, 9 victories, 1 defeat, 4 finishes. To his credit, contracted at 140 pounds, his weight 139.4. 139.4. And now his opponent, please welcome Enrique El Fuerte Barzola. As a pro, 17-5-2. Again, contracted at 140 pounds. Barzola officially 139.6. 139.6 pounds for Barzola. One of these 2 fighters will gain entry into the $1 million Bellator MMA Bantamweight World Grand Prix, kicking off Saturday night here in Hawaii. But again, first things first, Friday night. Here, your wild card matchup, Nikita Mikhailov, Enrique El Fuerte Barzola. And now we go to the main event of the evening for Bellator MMA Fight for Our Heroes tomorrow night here in Honolulu. It will be for the Flyweight World Championship. Please welcome first the challenger, Liz Gorilla Carmouche. The United States Marine Corps veteran, 2 times a world title challenger, on the scale officially 125 pounds even. 125 for Carmouche. And now we welcome the reigning and defending Bellator Flyweight World Champion, Juliana Velasquez. Out of Brazil, she's undefeated at 12-0. Her second title defense on the scale, 124.8. 124.8 pounds for the champ. Here's your matchup tomorrow night in the main event. Flyweight gold is on the line. Carmouche, 2 times a world title challenger, now looking for her first attempt at Bellator gold, the champion in her second defense. Her of 2 weigh-ins for the weekend. The doubleheader kicks off right here. Bellator 278 tomorrow night at Blaisdell Arena here in Honolulu. Once again, dedicated to all of those veterans and all those serving in the United States Armed Forces and their families, frontline workers, doctors and nurses, lifeguards here on the island. Just show your ID to gain access U+1 tomorrow night at Blaisdell Arena with that Flyweight World title on the line. We'll see you tomorrow night from Honolulu at Blaisdell Arena live on Showtime.